Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're breaking down part 1 of the most embarrassing moments in NFL history. Let's jump right into it. At number 1, the New York Giants vs. the Philadelphia Eagles, the fumble in 1978. Joe Pisarcik and an aging Larry Csonka concocting a way to lose from a seemingly impossible position remains the greatest disgrace in New York Giants history. Big Blue self-destructed in a hilarious way in a game against their most despised opponents, the Philadelphia Eagles. The Giants merely needed to run out the clock and secure a win that would have had major playoff ramifications. They were doing exactly that with fullback Csonka. That was the plan, at least. With barely 31 seconds remaining, Pisarcik lost the ball after making a complete mess of a handoff. Unfortunately, he fumbled it directly into the Eagles' defensive back Herman Edwards' path. He ran it in for the score, and the Giants' saddest chapter was written. At number 2, Bobby Petrinos' walkout with the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons are still embarrassed by Bobby Petrinos' exit after 13 games in the 2007 season. He left a losing team to return to college and take over at Arkansas. The issue was that Petrino chose not to inform anyone in Atlanta. He merely left a letter for the players to read, while the door through which their head coach had just bolted was still swinging open. At the time, ESPN described the commotion as follows. Petrino did not personally address his team on Tuesday since the Falcons had the day off and no team meetings were scheduled. Several veterans claimed that Petrino never called them to inform them of his departure. Throughout the season, there was a tangible friction between Petrino and the players, with most veterans believing the first-year head coach was aloof and lacked effective communication skills. Players such as middle linebacker Keith Brooking and cornerback D'Angelo Hall chastised Petrino for leaving the franchise with 3 games left in the season on both radio and television in the city. Petrino's departure was a humiliating low moment in the Falcons' franchise history. Mike Smith's calm steadiness and continued success subsequently has been a fitting return for the way Petrino treated the organization. At number 3, Arizona Cardinals' Dennis Green's 2006 rant. Coaching rants are genuinely amusing and always strange. Dennis Green's outburst following his Arizona Cardinals loss to the Chicago Bears in 2006 was one of the strangest. It came after a seemingly benign question. Green erupted into a rant over preseason games and knowing who the Bears were. It's still unclear what he was attempting to imply. At number 4, Mike Singletary is head coach of the San Francisco 49ers. Mike Singletary is unquestionably the king of coaching rants. The trouble was that each of his rants caused him embarrassment. His tenure as head coach of the San Francisco 49ers was filled with tragicomedy after tragicomedy. It's a horrible sight to see Singletary yelling to a room full of reporters about hitting people in the mouth and the old school. Singletary acted and sounded like a coach out of his depth from the start. He got into sideline brawls with multiple players and couldn't win with a talented club. His Iron Mike screaming and raving was completely out of touch with today's NFL and reality in general. His reign was a low point for a franchise that was once synonymous with refinement and innovation. The Buffalo Bills' 4 Super Bowl defeats in a row. The Bills are not the only team that have lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. That embarrassment is shared by the Minnesota Vikings and Denver Broncos. The Bills, on the other hand, are the only team in NFL history to have lost 4 consecutive Super Bowls. The Bills were the AFC's true superpower in the 1990s thanks to a potent offense and a big play defense. They would frequently march to the Super Bowl with no difficulty. Instead, it appeared that the Bills were saving all their difficulties for the big game. On the biggest stage, their defense was always abysmal, but it's the offense's flaws that have to hurt the most. In 1992, they were annihilated by the Washington Redskins' blitzing game plan. They had 9 turnovers against the Dallas Cowboys a year later. The pain of losing their first Super Bowl to a missed field goal appeared to push the Bills to decline in their next 3 outings. Well guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to Upper Echelon Sports, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a video. See you guys next time.